Greetings and welcome to this edition of
Positronic.
I'm Barry P. Cook. I want to talk about the latest episode of Stargirl. It was called, can you guess? Summer Camp, Part 6. It starts out with Artemis Croc visiting both of her parents, who are Crusher and Tigress, in different prisons. They're both in prison. I guess she tells them that she's going to try out for the football team at school. The team figures that Shade wants the special black diamond that he's chasing so that he can team up with Eclipso and control pure evil. Meanwhile, Shiv has a vision of her real mom that doesn't go well. And then Courtney tries to make peace with Artemis after the whole incident from a couple weeks ago and seems to make some progress. Then we see Shiv approaching a musically inclined classmate named Isaac, whose dad was the fiddler, and she tries to make inroads with him, no doubt for nefarious purposes, and she actually gives him her dad's fiddle, which I guess she had access to because her dad was the head of the ISA. The next thing that happens is Artemis's parents both break out of prison, and they kind of blackmail Pat into helping them be able to watch Artemis at tryouts because they want to be there to cheer her on, but then they say they'll go back to prison afterward. But before any of that can happen, there's kind of like a conversation between Crusher and Pat, as well as between Tigress and Courtney's mother, just sort of small talking, and Crusher calls Shade a tea-sucking scone gobbler, and he says that another character, the Gambler, was a few colors short of a rainbow during his conversation with Pat about, the ISA. The team then thinks they have an understanding of the diamond when they meet over milkshakes. And when Courtney confronts Shade, he says he only wants the black diamond so he can destroy it, so that Eclipso can't get it and do true evil. He says he's kind of a bad guy, but he's not evil, and Calypso is evil. So I guess it goes back to the previous episode where he was seemingly concerned about something that was coming, down the pike vis-a-vis Eclipso. Anyway, at the tryouts, Shiv shows up and she puts the whammy on Artemis, I guess with the help of Eclipso, and makes her see cops drawing down on her folks, which causes her to flip out, and she attacks Courtney, who she thinks is the cop, and the whole tryout thing doesn't go well. But in terms of how she played, she had done well, so her parents tell her they're proud of her, and they're going to go back to prison as promised so that they don't become a liability to her, so that she can have a life and, succeed without the dark cloud of who they are over her head. The next thing we see is Shiv approaching Artemis after she ends up actually getting rejected from the team because of her flip out. We also see a conversation between Pat and Courtney's mom about some information that they're hiding from the kids about the ISA, so that's probably going to come to something later, but it's certainly not good. We finally get to see one of the characters in their supersuit when Stargirl goes looking for Shade to get info from him, which I guess she knows that she needs to know, but she doesn't know what it is, and she doesn't know that her folks already know. So that's kind of going to be weird. Beth learns that while it was thought that the Shade had killed Dr. Midnight, that isn't actually what happened. He trapped him in the Shadow Realm, and he's actually still alive. So that could be cool. We'll have to see how that goes. But that was really the episode. There was like 1 minute of supersuit stuff, and I find that annoying. I like to see the supersuit stuff. So, I don't know. I didn't think much of this episode. It's interesting what they're doing with the Shade character. He's a bad guy, but he's not totally evil, and he might be helping the team this time around, whether it's directly or indirectly. They showed some good stuff with Artemis where, she's in this fragile state where she's just trying to have a decent life, but she winds up falling into sort of the influence of Shiv because she's not really succeeding all that much in stuff, and she kind of, I think, is looking for an easy way to get something moving, and Shiv promises her that she can help her. So we'll have to see where that goes, how deep down the rabbit hole she goes. But that was really it. So it was kind of a meh episode. I don't know why they introduced the Green Lanterns kid and then took her away. Like, I'm guessing they're going to bring her back, but what are they waiting for? Can they do that, please? And John Wesley Shipp is supposed to show up as the Flash. I'm told that's not until episode 9, which is 3 episodes away, which is killing me because I really want to see that. But there you go. Hopefully there'll be more supersuit action next week. I, of course, will be back with a review after the next episode airs. For now, I'm going to take my leave, and I say once again, peace and long life.